Okay, so, I didn't exactly have any original plans to do this at this current time that I'm doing this. I had planned to do these... Well, I mean, to be more honest, and be 100%, I didn't exactly ever plan to do these because I didn't exactly want to play through the games a third time, Cold Steel 1 and 2, because I'm going to go to Cold Steel 2, which I'm actually already at the point in Cold Steel 2 where we need to see the other character endings. But I stopped there because, well, I couldn't exactly record those at the time. And so I went through all of Cold Steel 1 again, just to get these other endings. You're probably being like, you've played the game 3 times, have you platinumed them yet? No, I don't plan to. It's a hassle to go and make sure to kill every enemy and keep grabbing all these chests multiple times just to end up finding out I missed one, missed a chest, missed a book. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna look at the last endings we have here. And then this is practically going to be the final Cold Steel 1 video. There will be no more Cold Steel 1 videos after this, unless well, at least this is the very final planned one that has anything important in it. Unless I, for some reason, just record random videos in here. Anyway, enough stalling.
I knew it. So...
Now we're just getting straight to talking to Laura. Come on.
Laura?
Oh, Rean. Perfect timing. Would you like to dance?
Huh?
Oh dang, she's asking us.
My father and instructor Sarah make for rather impressive dancing partners. Watching them makes me want to go up and dance myself.
To be honest, I came over here ready to ask you the same thing.
Oh?
Still, since the guy traditionally asks the girl, I might as well. Would you like to dance with me?
I'd be delighted.
There's no particular reason you're wearing a swimsuit to a dance, is there? Why, it is very fashionable clothing, my dear. The only difference to my outfit is I've not rolled up my sleeve, I've pulled my sleeves back down. And can we all talk about male student and female student finally getting that dance together?
Whew. That was exhausting.
Well, I didn't imagine either of us would have much energy left over after our performance. Still, that didn't keep dancing with you from being a lot of fun. I don't get the chance to dance very often, especially at big events like this.
I mean, it is something to come back to Cold Steel 1 after going to Cold Steel 4 and hearing Marcia Ray voice Laura some more. I wonder if Marcia Ray will come back in Trails to Reverie, whatever.
My family's the same way. We might be nobles, but we're not exactly a common sight at high society gatherings.
I suppose this was a new experience for the both of us then. Attending this academy has given me the chance to see sides of myself that I didn't even know existed.
Same here.
When I first enrolled in this academy, I wanted nothing more than to improve my swordsmanship. But when I arrived, I met people whose values differed wildly from my own. People like you and Fee. That allowed me to see the world in ways I never considered. To see myself in ways I never considered. Thanks to you and our other classmates, I've gained far more than combat training. And I am truly grateful.
You're making me blush. I feel the same way, though.
How so?
At least you had something in mind when you enrolled. My decision to come here was half-hearted at best, but I know now that it was the right choice. If I hadn't joined this academy, I never would have met you or any of our other classmates.
Rean.
Besides, you and I have something even closer than our other classmates.
Whoa, buddy, what you talking about?
We're both followers of the way of the sword, and we keep pushing each other beyond our limits. I'm grateful for that.
Oh, well, okay.
As am I. And I suppose that's enough for now.
Damn.
Huh?
No confession?
Don't worry, it's nothing. I'm glad that the two of us have another year to train alongside each other.
Likewise.
Can you only imagine the bullshit of dancing with Laura in the first game and then going out with,
After that,
Emma in the
I went
second?
back to see Elise.
Like, imagine how bullshit that is. You dance with one of these girls, then the next game, you just go for somebody else. Same could just... no, you... Oh my god. No, first game, okay. First game, we're just using this as an example. Dance with Laura. Then second game, date Emma. Third game, go out with Elisa. Only picking Elisa because that's the one you kiss. She is the only one you kiss. Fourth game, either go back to Laura, or still don't go back to her. Alright, enough screwing around, let's get to the other endings. Alright, it's time to go and dance with Sarah, because, well, you know, maybe Rean likes the older women. I mean, technically because I did go with Toa throughout the whole rest of the series, yeah, Rean likes older women.
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
A potential big sister-in-law. Anyway, let's get right to it.
Instructor?
Oh, it's you.
Now I know you already danced with the Viscount, who actually I forgot had a different voice in this game, which I do prefer his voice in 3 and 4. But could you please dance with a younger gentleman such as myself?
Yikes, you sound like you just got dumped.
For your information, I wasn't dumped. The Viscount and I finished our dance and he went on his way. But what are you doing here? Are you sure you should be leaving your sister alone with Patrick on the prowl?
Well, she can take care of herself. And besides, she was the one who encouraged me to come your way. Will you dance with me? I know the Viscount's a hard act to follow, but still.
Well, Rean Schwarzer. I always knew one day you'd recognize me for the paragon of womanhood I am. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were ready to graduate from giggling schoolgirls up to ladies with real class.
But let me guess, I should come back in a few years?
No, we can let you skip a couple of grades for the night.
I've taken 4 pictures to then show to Winston out of context.
Just don't expect me to lead.
I'm sure I'll manage.
I tell you, the CS1 writing, whoever was on the writing team for CS1, definitely was just the best for character interactions, especially with Rean's more, well, he did want to get his head in between of or something. You know, now that they're actually sitting here dancing together, Rean was actually practically... He does... I forget, does he actually... Wait. Is he taller than Sarah, like, right now? Because he grows in Cold Steel 3. Of course, she's drinking.
That's the stuff.
You look happy.
After all this hard work, I deserve a little bit of fun. And with the way you led, I'd say you do too. I'm surprised you don't sweep more ladies off their feet.
Jeez, when you put it like that, it makes me sound like some Casanova with a rose clenched in my teeth. I can't imagine that I was even half as good as the Viscount.
You weren't. But that doesn't mean you didn't have a certain youthful charm. Besides, I had fun. You're not the only student who asked me to dance, but you're one of the few who knew what he was doing.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Speaking of youthful charm, if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing back before you became a bracer?
Well, have you ever heard of a country called Northumbria? It's north of the Empire, if the name didn't tip you off. That's where I'm from.
Northumbria, huh? I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard it's a hard place to eke out a living.
That's a nice way of putting it. The climate alone keeps a lot of people out, and that's the least of its problems.
I just realized after the Calvert arc, I think we're going to we're going like to where Northumbria is.
The only thing keeping the country afloat financially at this point is a single Jaeger Corps that got its start there.
Supported by a Jaeger Corps.
So if you've ever wondered why I'm big on telling you guys to go out and enjoy life while you're still young, that's why. It's not really like me to get all sentimental, but I can't help but want you guys to enjoy what I never could.
Instructor Sarah, it's not too late, you know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you about to profess your undying love for me or something?
You're no less a bona fide member of Class 7 than I am.
So because you're a member of Class 7, you know, you're obviously, you get to fit the bill. I mean, Toa was originally going to be a member of Class 7. For some concept art for her, she had the red outfit on.
And you're still young, so it may be a little belated, but why not enjoy your youth with us? We're all in this together.
I can't believe I'm finding comfort in the arms of a younger man. I can tell you put your heart into that one. But really, that's like a B-rank pickup line at best.
I'm not trying to hit on you. I meant it.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, lover boy. Whatever the reason, though, it made me happy to hear. One of these days, I'm gonna have to drag you along to this great bar I know. Once you're old enough to drink, anyway.
And here I was hoping you were offering to sneak me in.
Dang. See, it's like, what happened? I gotta be honest.
After
what
that,
happened?
I went back to see
Shut up, Reen. What happened to him in the 3rd and 4th game? He doesn't exactly... I don't know. It's not like the interactions were exactly bad in 3 and 4. I love the interactions with the characters, but I feel like the back and forth with characters in 1 and 2 was actually better than in 3 and 4. Probably because they had so many characters they had to work with in 3 and 4 that I can understand how tough it is to remember how some characters act with each other. But then again, if it's not just one person writing and you have multiple people, then yeah, it should be pretty easy. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure most games have multiple writers. Like most shows, games, movies, I think they have multiple writers, so I don't know. It's just like the CS1 and 2 dialogue just feels a bit pretty different from 3 and 4. Not saying any of it's bad in 3 and 4. I very much enjoyed 3 and 4. But there's just a certain feeling in CS1 and 2. Anyway, alright, well, originally I bet people probably would have thought, actually, I don't even remember if Emma or Fee was, like if Fee was above Emma or if Emma was above Fee. I don't ever remember, but we're going with Emma next. Just to put that down simply.
Emma.
Oh, Reen.
I wasn't expecting to find you here.
Oh, well, I wanted to get away from all the excitement for a little while. How's your sister?
She's just fine. Actually, she was the one who encouraged me to see you. This might not be the right time since you're trying to rest, but would you dance with me?
What? Me? I couldn't possibly. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people you'd rather dance with, or who are better dancers.
Definitely not. But should I take that as a no?
You should take it as an I'd love to.
Whew. That's a relief. Shall we?
Now, Emma dear, I have to ask, why are you out here barefoot? Is this some sort of magical witch thing? I don't exactly quite understand. I mean, doesn't it feel quite strange? There's no rocks here? Doesn't it put you off balance? Again, could you please take off the glasses? You look so much better without them. Mr. Rean Schwarzer would also like to rest his head in between, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I'm on. I'm actually having a really good day since in Genshin Impact there's the character Nilou, and I got her Wuroi on the very first poll, and like, man, I'm just in a good mood because of it.
Everyone's still having fun.
It makes sense. This festival's practically the culmination of everything we've done since the start of the year. I'm sure everyone has plenty of things they want to talk about with each other.
You're probably right.
I'm really sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but keep secrets from all of you since we first met.
You don't need to apologize for that. It's not like you were doing it to hurt or trick us or anything, right?
Of course not. But I still feel so guilty about having to do it. Even though we've spent so much time together, I feel like I'm not really one of you. That I don't belong here.
That's not true. You do belong here. You're an important part of our class, and every one of us cares about you.
Really?
Everybody has their secrets. You don't need to share every little detail of your life for someone to understand you. But if you ever feel like your secrets are too heavy to handle alone, I'm always willing to listen. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll be there, ready to accept it. And whatever it might mean about you.
Rean, I'm sure that someday I'll be able to tell you the truth. So, will you be willing to hold on until then?
No matter how long it takes.
Thank you.
What? You getting a little upset there, Celine? Actually, I thought I heard her purring or something, to be honest.
After that, I went back to see Elise.
Oh, did you? I was about to say, where's my trophy? For a split second there, because the trophy wasn't popping up, I thought, did I do this with Emma already? But I couldn't remember the dialogue. Now let's go move on to Fie. Alright, let's go and have a little bit of a dance with Fie. Perhaps we'll get ourselves a case with the RMP here.
Fie.
Rean.
You know, the more I look at your DLC outfit here, the more I realize this is what you could possibly be wearing in the future. All I know is I've been spoiled for a future Trails game, and I'm actually very upset about it. I would have loved the surprise. I'm not about to tell you what, because it could be any Trails game, and you just don't know it.
Is there a problem?
Well, the way you say it definitely makes it sound like we have a personal problem.
No, I was just looking for you. Are you up to anything right now?
Nope.
In that case, would you like to dance with me?
I've never danced before.
Don't worry, I can lead. But if you don't want to, we don't have to.
Let's do it.
Okay then.
I think that's what it is. The characters in CS 1 and 2 are kind of they're just more chill with their lines, that's what it is. While in 3 and 4 they're a bit more, they're just kind of stuck on some serious attitude sometimes. Everybody loves just how Fie is always just like, yeah, okay. Perhaps she'll smile. She's like... She's like, okay... Whatever. I don't think she liked your dancing, Rean.
You're a natural, Fie. But I guess I should have known you'd catch on quickly.
It wasn't too hard once I got the hang of it, and I felt at ease with you leading.
What do you mean?
It reminded me of our leader.
The Jaeger King I've heard about?
Yep. When we're all together, it feels like we're all part of a family, just like it did back in the Corps. But there's something about you in particular that reminds me of him.
Is that a good thing?
You don't look or act like him at all. But I always felt comfortable when I was with him. And that's how I feel about you too.
That's kind of embarrassing. I don't really know what to say. No, I do. I'm happy to hear that you think of me like that. Everyone needs a family, blood related or not.
It's been a long time since Zephyr split up, but for the first time in a while, I wish I could see everybody again.
I didn't expect to hear that. But I think it's a good thing. I hope you'll get the chance to see them again soon.
Me too.
Alright, that was pretty good. And
After
sadly,
that,
as I
I went
didn't
back
want
to
it to
see
happen,
Elise.
I'm gonna have to finish off with Elisa later, when I really want to get it all done in one go. But it's what has to happen. Alright, you know we're gonna go pick Elisa to end this off, but like, bro, I've not come back from a good mood after watching Halloween Ends. I've not. I'm actually so disappointed in that entire movie. I can't just talk about it here because that's not what you're here for. But, man, that movie is just a disappointment. I can't believe how bad it was. Anyway, let's end this off with the worst. I love it. I've seen the worst movie of my life, and now I get to talk to the worst girl I've ever seen. Okay, that's too far for Elisa.
I knew it, so.
Anyway, let's go talk to Elisa. At least Elisa's better than that movie.
Elisa,
Rean, is your sister okay?
yeah. Actually, she's the only reason I had the courage to come over here.
I better see why this is the canon relationship.
Would you dance with me?
What? Me?
That was the idea. Is that a no?
All right, let's get a little closer to the bonfire then.
Okay.
Lisa. There are so many things that are truly worse than you. So, take that as a compliment. It's the best compliment I can give you. I guess over time my hatred has lessened. But, still, I don't think you're the best choice. Oh my god.
Everyone's still at it.
I wish I still had that much energy left. Still, it's not like there's a lot more festival to use it on. It's strange. It feels like the whole year's been building up to this festival, but
Yeah. It felt like it was over in the blink of an eye. Both the festival and the year as a whole.
exactly. It won't be long until the second years graduate and we'll be in their shoes. Time really does fly, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to believe so many months have passed since we all first met. But I do have to wonder whether any of us have gotten any closer to figuring out what we're going to do with our lives.
I wish I knew. I might have looked confident when I told Mother that I'd show her how to run the company by the time I graduated, but that was in the heat of the moment. I honestly don't know whether I'd drive Rhineford straight into the ground or not.
How could you know? Still,
There's one thing I do know. No matter how difficult the odds, our class always finds a way through.
you stole my line.
I think you need some new material. I'm getting used to your speeches by now. Well, that, and I believe it. I think everything is going to work out as long as our class is together. As long as you and I are together. Forget I said anything.
It just irritates me more.
Lisa.
Really?
Then let's stay together. We're still looking for our places in the world, but maybe they're right next to each other.
What the
I
fuck?
hope so.
Me too.
Okay, that's practically a confession. That was practically
After
a confession.
that, I went back to see Elise.
R is for romance. R is for retarded. No, but I just look. Elisa could have been a great character if they didn't push that romance with Rean. Yeah, the bonding situation and the multiple romance thing really didn't help the case of things. But still, oh my god. Anyway, every other pushed reaction here, like, that whole thing with Elisa, it was okay. It was just the push and how she gets 10 times more because she's supposed to be the canon romance. I don't have anything I can say about these right now because my mind is on that goddamn Halloween Ends movie and how bad it was. That is it. There is only the slightest possibility of one more Cold Steel 1 extra episode that is in a way planned, and that is for everyone to talk to Rean as they send him off in Valimar. But that's only if I play the game one last time to platinum it, or maybe do a funny, stupid little review on it, you know? Yeah, that's it. Bye now.